Hi guys, I'm Lynette. I just wanted to come in front of the camera just to explain what the video is gonna be about. So I'm gonna explain the way I budget. I think it's pretty simple. I've been budgeting for over 2 years and it's helped me out so much. I paid off my credit cards. I saved money like I could never save before. So I hope it helps you out. Let me just switch the camera and we'll get to it. See you. I'm back again. So we're gonna start. If you want, you could get a paper and just follow with me. You might not know all of the amounts or anything, but you can add them up later on. So we're gonna start with your income. So when your income, I like to budget monthly. You're gonna see what you get paid from the 1st to the 30th or the 31st, the last thing. So here you can add paychecks. I don't know, maybe you got a part-time job, maybe you get money somewhere else. Let's just put like hustle over here. So let's say every month when you add up your paychecks, and you, of course, is what's left over after they take away taxes and all of that. So let's say you get in your paychecks every month $4,000, and maybe in your little hustle you make 1,500. So we're gonna add that up, and that's gonna be 5,500. So that's what we're gonna work with. That's what we have every month to pay our bills. So the next category is going to be fixed. So what I write in fixed is anything that I pay for that doesn't change month to month. So that's gonna be rent, my water doesn't change, the internet doesn't change, phone doesn't change, my car insurance doesn't change. And I add subscriptions here because you know what you paid for. And if you don't know, find out, because they get you, you know. I just found out I had paid for some subscriptions I wasn't even using. So I have Spotify, I pay Apple, and I have Netflix. And just between these three, I'm gonna say it's like $50 total. So on the rent, let's just, you know, do some numbers here. You pay 1,500, you pay water 100, internet 102, phone 100, car insurance is more expensive, let's put 300. So now, let's see what this total is. You're gonna add that up. So that's gonna be $2,000, 150. Okay. So next, on this side, we're gonna do variable expenses. So these are things that you pay for every month, but they change and they could change. So for me, I put electric on this side because my electric changes. In the summer, it's a lot more expensive. And in the winter, it goes down. So now since it's hot, I'm from Florida, I'm paying $300 a month. Grocery. So the grocery, it depends. Some people pay a lot more. Some people pay less. I try to do $500 a month, but I'm very good food shopping, so I usually get that done. I include restaurants. I love to eat out. So I try to, you know, I limit myself, 200. I try not to go over the 200. I include home. Anything that pops up in your home that you need. I don't know, a new sheet set, a new pan, bowls, whatever. That's not too much. I add 50. Gasoline. You guys know gasoline is expensive, so I'm just gonna do 200. And beauty. You know, if you get your nails done, your hair done, it's gonna go up, it's gonna go down. I do my own nails, I do my own hair. So really beauty for me, I'm gonna put 100, and that's just to shop for stuff. Just makeup, maybe also Sephora, whatever I wanna feel like buying, I think I need, I'm just gonna use that. Clothes, I'm gonna put 100. I don't buy clothes every month, but I like to put away 100. Because when I, like, say summer comes, I just want to go and do a big shopping haul, and I know I have money for that. So personal is my next category, and I'm gonna do 100. And this personal is like your allowance. That's my money. I do whatever I want with that money. And even if your budget's really tight, I think you should always put something for yourself, because that's gonna help you. That's gonna motivate you to keep budgeting. Because if you don't have anything for yourself, and you can't buy clothes, you can't buy anything for beauty, you can't buy anything for your house, you can't eat out, you're gonna get really frustrated and really mad, pissed off, and like in 2 weeks, and you're not gonna want to do it. So I always tell my friends, leave something personal so you have something that makes you happy at least. So my next one is gonna be medical. I'm gonna do 200 there. That would include co-payments, any medicines, and the last one is gonna be miscellaneous. I'm just gonna do 50. I added that because there's always stuff that pops up that you don't even know where it comes from and where to put it. So I just have that just in case. So let's add this up. So that's gonna be 300 plus 500 plus 200 plus 50 plus 200 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100 more, 200, and the last 50. Oh, shit. Oh my God, can I say that? Let me do it again because I messed it up.
300 plus 500 plus 200 plus 50 plus 200 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100 plus 200 plus 50 equals.
Yeah, that looks a lot better. So we have in variable, we have 1,800. So now we're gonna go into debt. I'm doing it really big here because I want you guys to see, but I'm gonna show you later where I really budget, where I write it down, and I do it really nice. I write really small. So let me just put this separate over here, and now we're gonna go to the next category. So next we're gonna write debt. So here you're gonna write anything you owe. I already paid off my credit card, so my only debt is my car. So I'm gonna put my car payment. But if you have credit cards, you just write them down. Say, I don't know, Visa, Discover, Master. So let's say that. So I pay for my car for 50. Let's say for the Visa you pay 100 a month. Maybe Discover is $50, and Master, okay, 100 too. And then we're gonna add this up. What I would do too, so when you're gonna look for this, you gotta go into your statements and just look for like your minimum payment that you have to pay every month, because that's how we're gonna do it. It's gonna be simpler for you. And when you finish your budget, you'll know if you could throw some extra. What I like to do on the left too, I like to write like I pay my car the 1st. Say you have to pay your Visa the 5th, the Discovery the 7th. I just like to write the dates to the left. Let me bring this back. And over here in fixed too, like the rent is due the 1st, water, I pay my water the 13th, my internet is late in the month, so that's gonna be like the 20th, my phone is like the 20th too, and I pay my car insurance the 25th. So you can write the dates in the left, and that's gonna help you out a lot. You're gonna have to go into your accounts to check that out. So now let's add this up.
450 plus 100 plus 50 plus 100 equals
$700. So in debt, we're gonna pay $700. And the last one is gonna be savings, or I have an emergency fund. I always try to have 1,000 or more on that one, and I try to throw 100 at them every month. So emergency is gonna be just how it says. If anything pops up, two tires get blown out, your cousin is in prison, I don't know, anything that pops up that you need that money right now, you take it off from the emergency. So this account has to be easy to get to and easy to take the money out of. But it only should be emergency. It's not going to be like if you want a new purse or something. So that's what this is for. I have my savings account. This is my big savings account. I try to do 500 on it or more a month. That is for bigger goals. So say you want to save for a down payment for a house. You want to buy your son a new car, or you want to redo your kitchen. So, or like a backup, say, God forbid, you lose your job for a month or two. You want to have money for you to pay your bills for a month or two. So this is going to be where most of your money is at. And I have one more, and it's like fun. And I try to do $250 on it every month. And that account is going to be for if I want to make a trip. If my friends invite me out and like it's a surprise and I don't, I'm gonna take money from here. Or they want to go to Disney this weekend. Anything that you want to do that's gonna cost money and it's for entertainment. Or say you want to go to a concert, you want to buy concert ticket, so it's gonna be here. So that's what this account is for. So I know how much money I have here, and if I'm wasting, I know if I have a little bit left, I gotta take it easy. So let's add this one up. So that's gonna be
100 plus 500 plus 250. And that
equals 850. Okay. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna take both of these together, and now we gotta square it off. So the way I do it is the income, I'm gonna subtract the fixed, then my variable, the debt, and my savings. And I do a zero-based budget. That means that everything has to come out to zero, because any money you leave, you will waste it on nothing. You will not even know where it went, because that's the way money is. So I want every dollar that I make has to go somewhere. So now we're gonna do the math. So we said we make 5,500 in the fixed. We're gonna subtract the 2,150. In the variable, we're gonna subtract the 1,800. In the debt, we're gonna subtract 700. And in my savings is 850. So now we're gonna do the math.
5500 minus 2150 equals minus 1,800 minus 700 minus 850. Perfect.
So you see, it all worked out. So when you do your budget, you're gonna look, it might not go to zero. It might be negative. It might be negative 150. I don't know, something negative. So if it's negative, you might be using your credit cards, and that's why you're in debt. When you're negative, you have to make up somehow, so you just use your credit cards. So what you're gonna have to do, you're gonna have to go back and look at what you're doing. And let's say this is your income. This ain't gonna change. You could try to make more, but we're gonna try to fix it a little bit with the variables before we try to make more income, because making more income is hard. So of course, rent, water, internet, and phone. I think internet and phone is really important. You need that for everything. So we can't mess with that. And the car insurance, maybe you could eliminate the subscriptions, but really it's not a lot of money. So you have to look at other things. And the variable is where you could take some stuff out. Electric is not going to be able to be touched, but grocery, if you get smarter, if you go to a cheaper supermarket, if you meal plan, you could save a lot of money here. Of course, the restaurants, you might have to take it down, maybe eliminate it. Home, I would leave, because you always need something for your home. Gasoline is necessary. Beauty, you might have to wait. And this ain't gonna be long. You're gonna start eliminating things, but you're just gonna do it for 1 month or two while you catch up. You want it to be zero. You don't want to be negative. Clothes, you're gonna have to wait. Personal, it doesn't have to be this much. My advice is that you do leave something, because if you start budgeting and you have nothing, you can't go out to eat, you can't buy any clothes, you're gonna get really pissed off, you're gonna get frustrated, you're not gonna want to budget. So if you leave something for yourself so that you can waste on whatever you want, you don't have to feel guilty, it's gonna help you. So the medical, it is what it is. If you need to waste that, you need to waste that. And miscellaneous, I leave it because, like I said, things always pop up. So you could save money here. You could save, let's say, these 200, this 100, this 100. So right there, that's like $450. So that's what I would do until, and of course, when you go here, you're just gonna pay the minimums and savings. Well, I always advise that you save something, but if you can only save 25, I don't know, a month for each one, or just 25 for one, then do that. Or if not, you might have to wait until you're in zero. If you want if you want to pay off debt, I'm going to make another video on the way I paid off my cars. But what you do is, whatever's left over, you might want to save, let's say $25.50, and whatever's left over, you're going to pay it in the lowest card. So you're going to do that until that card is paid off, and then you're going to go to the next. I did that, and I paid off my car so fast. It was crazy. So this is how I budget. I hope it was easy for you to follow. I'm going to show you what I'm using right now. What I use, let me get these out of the way. I use the Erin Condren Deluxe monthly. So this is what I use. I write it every month. Take Sundays to sit down and just mess with my budget. So this is October. So what I do in the month, you see, I just write down my bills and how much they are. I list them over here by the date they're due, and I just check them off when I pay them as I pay them. I have to put them in my paydays in here. So this, what I like to see too, I like to see an overview. When I buy expensive things, I mark it, maybe over 100. I want to see what I'm wasting a lot of money on. So that's how I like to do it. I haven't done the rest, but I'm going to show you September. So this is September. So what I do in this side, I like to write my bank accounts and my investment accounts. And I just write in the beginning of the month how much is my balance. And I total it up. And then on this side, over here, I just write things that are important for the month. So this on September, I had to get some work done with the dentist, so I had to take care of that. And it says plan a getaway. It's gonna be my birthday soon, and I'm gonna do something. I haven't planned it yet, but I want to do something, so I have to plan that. Up here, I have my goals. It's personal, so I covered it. But here you can write earn more side money, ask for a raise at my job, sell things I don't use, try to save $100 in my grocery bill every month. So things like that, you can write over here. Over here is unexpected bills. So these are some bills that when they pop up, I didn't expect them. I just write them down. And these two, it says not good charges, because like I told you before about subscriptions, you got to be on them because you have subscriptions that you don't even use. And I had AMC and I wasn't using it, and the Planet Fitness, and of course I wasn't going. So I canceled those, but I was slacking on it, and they charged me a couple months. So that's for me to remind myself to be on it. And I got my credit scores down here. And this is how I budget. This is how I lay it out. I'm going to do my income up here. So I write down where it comes from, what I think is going to come, what actually comes, and I total it. These are my savings accounts. So how much I want to put, and the balance, my investment accounts. And on this side is what I pay. So here are my fixed. I got rent, water, Spectrum, Metro, subscriptions, there's car insurance. I added up. My debt, like I said, I paid off my credit card, so I only owe my car. And my variable, I was trying to save money this month because I was wasting a lot of money. So here's the electric, grocery, restaurant, home, gasoline. I was trying to budget a lot less. I didn't do too bad. I went over maybe 100. And then on this side, here's the list of what we did before. So you're going to take your income. I did it on this side, but I covered it. And I subtract the fixed, the variable, the debt, the savings and investments, and I make sure it's out to zero. And on this side, I write any notes, say an old bill popped up that you forgot about and you had to pay that off. Or if everything went well, you can write it too. Oh, I did really good on grocery. I'm going to repeat it for next month. So stuff like that right over here. And something that helped me a lot when I started budgeting, because you waste money like crazy and you don't even know. So I started writing down my transactions every day. In the beginning, it's annoying. You're going to forget because you're not used to it. But after a month or two, I'm used to it. Every time I buy something, I just write it down. And if I'm not home, because I leave this at home, I open up my phone and the Notes app. I have a category that's spending. And I just write it down, 9-1, plan 100. So I just write everything down. And then at the end of the month, I know where my money's going. And here I have a little key for the colors. So when I look over here, I could just tell I wasted a lot of money in miscellaneous stuff. That is all that I have for you guys. I hope you like it. I hope it was easy for you to understand. If you have any questions, you know, you could put them in the comments. If you do it differently, if you have suggestions, you could tell me how you do it. Give me advice, because, you know, we're all learning. And I thank you for watching. If you're still here, you watched to the end. And if you like me, you like what I do, I helped you out, you could subscribe. And I'm going to be making more videos about how I paid off my credit cards, how I saved my emergency fund. I have an Instagram, so if you want to go follow me over there, it's Miss Lynette, and the other one's Lynette Loves Plans. It's mostly about hair and planning and budgeting, so you could go check me out over there. Bye.